It's bigger than just a record. If it was just a record, it wouldn't take so much of our time up.
I had a meeting, they played me a bunch of tracks and I was blown away and said, yeah, these are great, I'd love to be involved.
War Stories had a very definite look and feel with Robert doing the paintings, and there was a progression on obviously from Futura. Whereas Where Did the Night Fall, that process began with us relative to ideas, direction, taking the title and conceiving the content, the creative visual direction that we would ultimately shoot for. We look at them as paintings because it's the same way as like Robert doing paintings really. It's like, it begins with an idea that you then craft and you create.
It's a new relationship as far as myself and Unkle are concerned. I came in pretty much at the end to sort of mix the whole thing, and I suppose part of that is trying to put everything they've done together a bit. I kind of really like the direction of this record. I felt it was a bit of a change of direction, and it certainly, for me, felt like something that I could get more involved in and sort of contribute something to. Chemical Brothers I've worked with for a long time. Basically, I think I've mixed and worked on every one of their records, bar about 2 or 3 mixes for the past 15 years.
Well, I've known James for many years. When we finished up the images we did for War Stories, he asked us if we would work on the next album in its entirety.
I just felt this time around it would be great to do something photographic. The relationship was creatively just at a real peak, and we talked about so many things for such a long time that it just felt the right time to finally do this record. And I wanted to do something different. I didn't want to try and replicate what I'd done with the last sort of record.
Fuck me, don't ask me about doing any of this shit. That's James's thing, and he does it, you know, he's done it really well.
James enjoys the process of kind of, there's a collaborative sort of effort going down, which is a creative handshake and much bigger than just an album project. James was coming down almost on a weekly basis to hang out and investigate visual avenues or metaphors that we wanted to look at in the creative process to creating the artwork.
There was 4 of us that worked together on the overall project, which was myself, Warren Nick and then Ben Drury. Ben worked on all of the graphic design and laying out the record and putting together the package. Ben's the longest collaborator in Unkle, I think, because he's designed all of the albums.
We always get people involved, people we trust, people who have a shared vision, can understand our abstracted aspects of vision sometimes, to keep things open and not close them down. Close collaborators like Alex Box, who's an amazing makeup artist who we work with all the time, Raphael Saleh, who's a hairstylist who we work with, both who have a very sort of free spirit to how they look at things. And then we worked with 2 people who are the designers Boudica, who are just incredible collaborators.
It makes a very fertile collaboration for ideas to manifest, for each person within the creative team to kind of do their thing. It's a subconscious, unspoken thing. It just kind of happens through trust and through like-mindedness and through the juxtaposition of the various people that are in that team.
Because obviously the situation with their Unkle changed, and I think they probably had quite a long period of sort of writing and finding their feet, and now they've kind of coming forwards, and the 3 of them are now writing in a sort of way where they're, you know, being more prolific, and now that's sort of all being ready to sort of emerge and be finished. That's the key of my role, is to try and make it sound finished, whatever that is.
We wanted to push it into more of an etching type sort of quality. So this is photographic, but it's painterly and graphic at the same time. It's like a contemporary Frank Miller. Do you know what I mean?
I kind of feel like this, like I said, the last 3 records are in a kind of trilogy, they're a period, and this record's breaking out of that, and it's the artwork, everything's about moving into a different place. And it's not about the fact that I love all the things that I've done before, it just felt that Unkle needs to move on into a different world for it to grow. And all these changes and these things that have happened are really pivotal to that. And this is a whole new chapter.